Kia ora, welcome, hola, Aries, for your December 2015 final end of year tarot reading with me. So welcome guys, wherever you are from around the world viewing this. I hope you've got time to sit back and relax and see what messages come your way. Yours has been the last one to upload, but of course not the least. I'm an Aries as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what insights and messages the reading holds as well. So we are going to be using the John Holland deck, which sits in front of you there. We'll have 6 of those cards, and then we will have one card from this deck, which is the Morgan Greer Tarot, which is also a very colourful deck. I've only just acquired it actually, so it's another deck that resonates particularly well with the colour frequencies, but very similar to the Rider-Waite. We'll have, as I say, the 6 cards and the 7 final, and then some oracle cards at the end, which will give you the energies and vibrations leading you into 2016. So let's start. The crystals you see in the background, funny little punch. We have the fire agate, the heart. We have the beautiful rose quartz angel, always gorgeous energies to have in both the angelic and the rose quartz. We have this beautiful Merkaba ascension energy for raising of the vibration, the physical body and the spiritual body vibration. And we have this beautiful apophyllite crystal. Again, it's one of the clearest, most high vibrating resonant energies that there are. So they're all just sitting in the back of your reading, and we will shuffle a little bit for you, see what comes up for December 2015 and moving us into 2016. The first card, Power, Major Arcana. The second card, Victory and Success. The third card, Memories of Love. The fourth one, Rest and Rejuvenate. The fifth one, Disruption. And the sixth one, Accelerated Motion. 2 major arcanas in there. I kind of thought that disruption card was coming. Let's see what the Morgan Greer Tarot is going to deliver. The Ace of Rods or Wands. Okay, Aries. We have 3 of your own colours, which is the Wands, which is your fire sign energy. You have a Swords, a Cups, and 2 major arcanas. The number 8, Power, is the Strength card, and normally in the Rider-Waite, and the number 16 is the Tower card in the Rider-Waite. So let's move through. We will start with the very first card, which is the root of the energy for now as you roll into December. That Power card matches your energies really well. You know, the fire sign energies have this feeling of, is it underlying fire power, you know, like that burning passion and burning power. Fire is an amazing force. It's what's created humanity to become modernized and civilized in essence, because before we had fire that we could utilize, we were left with just the basics on the planet. So fire is powerful, and this power is also about your inner power, maybe your inner passion and inner fire. It's a card that says to us at the beginning of this month, you feel as though you're moving into December in quite a good place of this inner strength. It's potent. It would carry you through the whole of the month. It's about being able to handle situations that come your way in the right manner. So instead of flying off the handle and, you know, going, "Rah, I need this resolved," you can logically and considerately and resolve issues that crop up with your innate inner power. And it is about handling things in the right way, using your words carefully and your emotions carefully as well. I look at it as a very positive card, and indeed the word power, you know, it just associates that whole energy of triumph, I guess you would say. But you do have to be careful how you use your power, and I would say that is the same for anything and for anybody. Someone else had the power card the other week, and I think it might have been Taurus, and I thought that these thoughts came to me, the Star Wars movie, which I think is going to be released sometime in December, and that wonderful saying that went through the whole of the Star Wars movies, "May the Force be with you." It kind of has that energy. So there you are, Aries, nice way to start the month. The second card is the emotions and feelings. And again, this is really powerful card, and it's sitting right next to the power card, so it gives me even more of this like strength, just really strong success in the victory. He is blowing his own trumpet. Do take note of that. And in the Rider-Waite, this is a guy that would normally be on a horse, and he's coming back from perhaps fighting in a war, and he has other men around him who may have helped get him to that place of success, but he's kind of forgotten that. So sometimes blowing your own trumpet, it has to be done in the right manner. You also have to thank the others who have helped you get to where you are. So there may be allegiances or alliances, friendships, partnerships, other people who have somehow helped to get you to this point of success. So making sure that you acknowledge them and honour them is all part of the whole victory, valour and power energy. And I notice that he is directing himself straight back here. So there is no doubt that some of this is your own internal workings. You have maybe come through something really inner that you've been going through, and you've inner turmoil, I think is the word I'm looking for. And you've managed to get through, and you're on this other side. And to be honest, why shouldn't you stand up there and shout it out to the rooftops and go, "Yes, I'm on the other side. I've made it. I see the light." And that's exactly what's happening here. The light is coming in. So, lovely way to start December. I think it's really positive, passionate and powerful, with lots of P's coming in. We move to the third card, and we have thinking process and career matters. And this is an unusual card to turn up again for that type of position, because this is usually considered the emotions. It's a cup card, and it's often about going back in time. And in fact, you have 2 sixes, and they're right next door to each other. So could this feeling of success and power and triumph have something to do with an event that's been going on for a long time or has happened in the past? Does this make sense to you guys? Has there been, and it's an emotional tie, so that this could have affected you at many levels. And given that this is the finances and the work, it could have even been to do with your work or your career or businesses or people that you once knew in that line, and maybe there is a reconnection or a re-establishing of something positive there. This could be, just came to my mind, some of you could receive an inheritance one way or another from someone who might have passed over, who is leaving you something. And this could be, people you haven't seen for a long time, or family members that have passed over. There's also definitely a message in there for you about spiritual messages and receiving messages from spirit. Some of you may go to see a medium. I'm not a medium. I don't deal with talking specifically to passed over people, but some of you may go to see a medium, and you might get some sort of connection or recognition through those messages that are passed to you. There are some very, very good mediums around, and they do often have important messages that can help you in a way forward. But if we're coming back again to this process and career matters, some of you may choose to go back to careers that you once did many, many years ago, or affiliations along those lines, or people. Finances, I don't know, maybe you're selling something you've had for a long time, and it gives you the memories of, like a house. If you've lived in a house for 30 years, you might be thinking of selling it, or there's some sort of connection, and it brings back these memories of the past. Okay, we move on to the fourth card, and this is the heart and issue of the matter for the month. I'm just going to check. I think the cards could be raised a little bit. This card, I like it actually, it's beautiful. It's the Four of Swords in the Rider-Waite, and you can see what it's saying. Take some time out and really contemplate you, your life, who you are. It's also talking to me very much about being in nature and surrounding yourself in green and being outdoors. And I see the green over here as well. So I'm getting messages for you about the harmony and the love and the peace and quiet that we pick up when we spend time outdoors, and especially peaceful, quiet places. Maybe still bodies of water like lakes or rivers. Probably not so much the ocean here, but that's the messages I'm getting. Also, this card talks about going on a retreat or a small vacation to somewhere, and often it's, you know, just a beautiful thing to do with somebody special and something you're really going to enjoy. And a lot of people do go on holidays in December, so some of you may be going on a beautiful breakaway, not necessarily a big one, but somewhere really nice that you thoroughly enjoy. Also, it can be the bonding together of two souls in a very physical, loving manner, so a sexual communion between two people, and sometimes even fertility can be involved. So there can be the birth of new beings, as in a baby, or, you know, fertile cycle, or even the birth of new ideas. We often get that after we've had a rest and rejuvenated and meditated. So that's potential positivity for new growth. Then we come to the fifth card, which is the unconscious matters, or things that you didn't know that were happening around. And we see this card, the disruption card, and of course it is the Tower and the Rider-Waite. Now, yeah, there's probably not that much about the Tower that people feel nice about. It is disruptive, but I think if we look at it from the perspective that this changes the direction you were headed or alters things in your life, it can be sudden and it can be unexpected, but usually it sets us in the direction of newness that we were meant to be going in anyhow. Sometimes it's just a bit of a wake-up call. It can happen when there are arguments around, so I do say to people, again, be careful how you use your words. You know, that these are tied in a little bit here. Be intellectual about any tensions that rise. Don't get all emotional about it, and don't go off on a wild tangent and, you know, demanding everything. Take your time, see if you can work through it and figure out why these disruptions might be occurring. But inevitably they do lead to new growth, and if you can see, this is probably quite a good card. There is gold shining light behind all of these fragmented pieces. So light is coming, and he re-establishes himself at a very new level. And this could be in any part of your psyche or your life. It could be emotional, it could be work, career, money, finances, anything. So you're just going to have to feel into that one and see where it resonates most for you. We come next door to the sixth card, the conscious desires and things you know you want. I absolutely adore this. There would be the Eight of Wands and accelerated motion. This card I think is much nicer to look at even than the Rider-Waite. We have this feeling of connective energy to the cosmic forces, to the universe, and there's something about having it follow the disruption card as being mighty, magnificent, and here I come again, powerful, and here I come again, may the force be with you. So there's cosmic energies, there's some sort of support, there's some sort of messages or learning, uplifting, enlightening coming through in the month of December. she is looking up at it, she is engaging in it, she's accepting the knowledge that's being passed on. So you have to seek it, and you have to listen, and you have to take it on board. It's no good seeing something like a comet go flying by and not be able to enjoy its beauty or feel the powers that come in with it. So it's about being engaged, most definitely. Traditionally, this card means travel. I feel for you guys, there is definitely travel around you in this month and leading into perhaps the January period. This is sometimes by ear, travel by ear, as we can see, the comet traversing the skies. And also it can mean about new motion, people coming in your life. Really nice to have, again, as I say, after this disruption. Some of you could be in for new relationships, just bang on, they walk on in like really quick and totally unexpected. And this is heading here. So I think some of you could even get this new romantic relationship that could become quite full on and really unexpected, but really nice. You might really enjoy it. This almost could cause this disruption. You know, see if that's going on. Are some of you going to have a relationship that kind of deflates or moves apart, possibly because there is someone new that's coming that brings in this lighter energy for you? The overall card for the month, the energy is the Ace of Rods, the Ace of Wands. I love this Morgan Greer deck because of the colours, and I notice it's almost the same colour as the background cloth on the table. This is all about new beginnings and offerings and creativity. Again, we're hankering on to these ones here in particular, and even these two, they're all stemming into here. You've got something coming, you've got something new, something creative. It's in the mind, it hasn't yet been fully established, but you've got the opportunity to uplift it and really, really ignite with it. In fact, interestingly enough, this is an oak tree here. This is an oak branch. And since it's turned up in your reading, I want to just move my camera. I hope it's not going to disturb it too much, but I'm going to show you what sits outside my window and what I'm actually looking at. So I love sort of synchronistic events. Up there is a beautiful, beautiful oak that I happen to look out of my window on. So I just wanted to show that briefly to you guys, because I've been talking about synchronicity within the readings and looking out for opportunities and really taking on board the messages. And I kind of, these cards just arrived today actually, and I thought I would use them for you guys, Aries, because that was a nice newness to bring in. And lo and behold, the oak comes out in the reading, and this is what I'm sitting here watching. So some nice synchronicity there for you in the reading. So I've just moved the camera back again to the table. Again, I see bodies of water. I'm definitely seeing trees and forests. Yeah, hello, I'm a bit slow on the uptake, I think. So trees and the forest and what I've just showed you out the window. There's quite an interesting history behind the oak tree and what it represents. So I'll put some of the meanings below your reading for that. It's quite a powerful tree of protection as well. So you might be able to either meditate with that or find an oak yourself and spend time around it and see if you can pick up some positive energies. So I'm thinking to myself that your colour for the month might very well be the green. It's either the green or the purple feeling. So I think we've pretty much covered off that main part of the reading. Nice positive energies, quite powerful. We're getting so many power readings for this December and moving into 2016. You've got a little bit of stuff to deal with there, and this is a wee bit of time out type quiet energy, but overall I feel nice resonance. And I have also forgotten to see 2 8s, and of course 8 is the number of cosmic energy, never-ending cycle of life. Is a very good manifestation number as well. So you've done really well here, Aries. Let's put these cards away and have a look at your oracle cards. and see what is coming. Your first one that we are using here is this deck, and it's for your health. So this is just energies moving into 2016 and messages that are being there for you to pick up and just ponder upon and see what comes of them. Singing and dancing. And again, she's outdoors. I think I particularly love music, and I love all the meditational music and the binaural beats. And music is a very, very big part of how we communicate. And it certainly has a way of getting into our emotional parts of us, and it can raise our frequencies. I doubt that many people go a day without listening to music. So there's a big message here about perhaps for your health becoming mobile, definitely, and activating yourself and moving around, such as dancing or walking or running, and also the use of a certain pitch or tone in frequencies which will really help engage your health and lift it up to a higher level as well. So the next card we're going to be looking at is your love card, or energies of love. So let's see what comes in here for you guys, Aries. Ground yourself. Okay, I'm getting really big messages about the outdoors and the green and the trees, so the plants, beauty, nature, back on the planet Earth. So grounding ourselves means pretty much the same as this. You've got two that are so similar, this whole outdoorsy energy and activation of some sort at the physical level. Being outdoors or utilising energies that are coming from natural things, maybe plants, so minerals and vitamins, natural healing modalities, definitely time in the sun and time outdoors, fresh air, rejuvenation, so getting the flow in your body, really moving. It's as if there might have been something stagnant and it's got to be moved and it got out. That's the feeling I'm getting, that's the messages that are coming in. So you have to move in 2016 physically, and I think when you physically move you create this whole new abundance of growth at every level. So some of you may even pick up new physical hobbies, like a new sports or a passion, or tramping or walking or something along those lines. The next card is the wealth card. And we'll just see what comes up here. Let go. So if we think of that card's come out before. It's about letting go of something that no longer serves you or that you're on the wrong track with. So, and we're talking, this is for wealth. So there's something that you haven't quite got right and you need to rethink it and you need to let it go. You also need to let go of any negativity around money and any fear around your future success and your future wealth and career. If you hold on to negative thoughts, you will not move forward. You have to have your visualization of success and prosperity and plan it and move forward in a positive way. So that let go can mean several things, which I'm telling you right now about letting go of certain attitudes. It can also mean letting go of something. So some of you may leave jobs, you may change career or vocations, you may just suddenly do a 90-degree turn. It is, I feel like there's a big shift coming in 2016 one way or another. But it will be better for you. It might be a little bit difficult. It could take quite a lot of energy, which might be why all this is here, to help you make these decisions, to make these moves. Let's see what your last card is, which is the Destiny card. green Tara. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, who is the goddess, I think, of green Tara, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Oh, just move that a little bit. And that's quite true. I think myself, I often do things by myself without asking for support or help. And I'm sure that if we delegate more or also bring other people on board, that old saying, many minds is better than one, and many hands are better than one. You can get a lot more done with more people's support, help, acknowledgement, teamwork. There is no I in team. All these little sayings that are popping into my mind. I'll put a mantra for you down below, the green Tara mantra, and this is where the singing and the dancing or the music comes in. There is definitely something about meditations for you guys, and the colour green, which is what I picked up before, is definitely your colour, because this has gone very, very green in here. So green we think of as opening the heart chakra as well, and we think of as a healing. So healing either your body or your emotional body or your heart. So think of the heart and the physical heart, having good heart health. Watch your diet, make sure you are exercising. I actually really love, I think this is one of my favourite meditations, and very powerful and very positive. And I do find that those mantras, if you use them over and over again, can take you to the higher level for success and for positivity to come in. So there you are, Aries. I think it's a really sturdy, which makes sense because we've got so much stuff here about the earth and about grounding. So it's a very sturdy reading with a lot of green energy and a lot of healing capacity and growth as you move forward. So thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I love being able to bring these readings to you. It's a special part of me that sort of sets time aside to do it, and I get a great pleasure from being able to help and offer support in any way. So again, I wish you all the very, very best for December and for 2016, wherever you are around the world. Be safe, be happy, be joyous, have much love and light, and wishing you the best for the new year. Ka kite anoa. Much aroha. Namaste.